Sir viewers, this is a follow-up lecture of my webinar seminar, and that is on how to conduct a research. In this lecture, I will discuss what is a research, what is a business research, when to conduct research, how to conduct research, and different types of research. By discussing these subtopics, we shall give the answer of how to conduct a research. What is research? Re and search. That means search again. That means this has already been searched by others. Now we are searching to identify the present truth. So research is a process, is a systematic process of defining the research problem, then defining the research problem, then designing the research, then designing data collection instrument, then collection of data, and then analyzing data by using statistical tools and come to a conclusion of the research. So research is a systematic process by which we look for the answers of our research question. According to Redman and Mori, research is a careful and systematized effort of gaining new knowledge. According to Clifford Woody, research comprises of defining and redefining problems, formulating hypotheses or suggested solutions, collecting, organizing, and evaluating data, making deductions and reaching conclusions, and at last carefully testing the conclusions to determine whether they fit the formulating hypothesis or not. Now, what is a business research? Business research is defined as the systematic and objective process of generating information for aid in making business decisions. It includes financial research, operational research, marketing research, etc. When to conduct research or under what circumstances we shall go for research. As you know, the decision can be given by the managers in two ways: intuitive decision and rational decision. Intuitive decision is based on the manager's experience, manager's skills, and manager's knowledge. But if the manager has got time, availability of data, and other support, then manager should go for rational decision and should go for research. Now we shall see under what circumstances we shall conduct research. If the time is not sufficient to conduct make the decision, that means decision is emergency, manager will have to give the decision, then time is a constraint, and in that situation we should not go for research. We should use intuitive decision making approach. If the data is available, then we can go for research. If data is not available, then we should not go for research. We should use our intuitiveness in decision making. If the nature of the decision is complex, then definitely we should go for research. Complex means, is the decision of considerable strategic or tactical importance? If it is so important, then we must go for research. If not, then we should not, we may not go for research. And if in cost benefit analysis, if the research gives us more benefits than cost, then we can go for research. So under these circumstances, time, the availability of data, nature of decision, and analyzing cost and benefits, if these are favorable, then we can go for research. Otherwise, we should not go for research. Dear learners and viewers, today's main topic of discussion is how to conduct research. So, in conducting research or to answer these questions, we shall identify 7 steps, and by following these steps, one can conduct a research. The steps are: step 1, identify and define research problem. Step 2, review of literature. Step 3, developing hypothesis based on your theoretical and conceptual framework. Step 4, developing a research design. That means define the population sample design, develop the instrument plan or questionnaire, etc. Step 5, data collection. Step 6, data analysis. And step 7, interpretation and writing report. The first step of research is to identify and define the research problem. As you know, problem is the difference between your present position and your desired position. The gap is your problem. Now we need to identify this problem, and also we need to define this problem or give the operational definition of this problem to identify the nature of the problem. Therefore, a research problem is a question that a researcher wants to answer, or a problem that a researcher wants to solve. A research problem is an issue or a concern that an investigator or researcher presents and justifies in his or her research study. Look at this diagram. Here, what is actually happening and what should be happening. So in between these two, between this gap is the problem statement. That is the research problem, and we shall have to state the problem between these two situations. Elements of a research problem. There are 5 distinct elements or components of a research problem. These are also denoted by 5 W's. That is why, what, when, where, who or from whom of a research study. Identification and formulation of research problem is the first step of the research process, and it is the most challenging and difficult phase of the research process. Now, you may have a question that how to select a research problem. Selection of a research problem depends on several factors such as researcher's knowledge, skills, interest, expertise, motivation, and creativity with respect to the subject chosen. Dear learners, now we shall see how to select a research problem. At first, selection of a research area, then reviewing the literature and theories, then delimiting the research topic, then evaluating the research problem, and finally formulating final statement of research problem. Based on research problem, we identify research question. Now, research questions are those that the researcher would like to answer or address in the study. Depending on the complexity and breadth of the study, there could be more than one research questions. Identifying a research question will provide greater focus to the research. It will clarify the direction of the search, may it be a descriptive or experimental in nature. And a well-written research question will also shed light on appropriate research methods. There are certain characteristics of research questions, such as each question should be clear and specific. It should refer to the problem or phenomena under study. It should reflect an intervention in experimental work. And to formulate a focused clinical question, Picoult format is used in the following table.